Hey guys, what's up? So, now that I was able to find some peroxide and rubbing alcohol that I couldn't find for months and months and months, I'm gonna start working on a general, like a first aid kit to have, and then I'm gonna work on some smaller first aid kits that are gonna go in each bug out bag. And a couple of things that I'm gonna use that I've done before. Things you might not think of keeping. Go to the doctor, you get antibiotics. They say to take all of them until they're all gone. But usually I don't do that. I'll take a few, but then I like to save them because antibiotics are something really good to have. Ceflexin, amoxicillin, penicillin, stuff like that. And also, a really good thing to have that I keep are pill bottles, empty pill bottles. Scrape the labels off. These are waterproof, they'll float, they're really good for holding stuff that you may not want to get wet. And I also find, your local dollar store is a really good place to get really cheap stuff like this little, this shower kit. It's got a couple bottles in it, a little couple containers, it's $1. A lot of this stuff can be utilized. And like these little things, there's not much in them, but it's a little first aid kit. It's got band-aids, alcohol pads, triple antibiotic. These boxes like this take up a lot of space. Another thing to do as well, like if you work, depending on where you work, I used to, I don't condone this at all, but I would go into the first aid kit at my jobs and grab like the little iodine pads and stuff like that. Just little packets of whatever. Because they take up a lot less space than having like a full bottle of whatever pills in your bug out bag, which tough stuff. You might forget, oh shit, what pill is this? Because certain antibiotics are for certain things, so you need to make sure that you know what's what. Okay, so in each one I'm going to put a little piece of paper. This is this antibiotic. This is used for blah 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 blah. Little piece of paper goes inside the pill bottle. Waterproof. You got to get a couple more of these. There's a way to purify water. Okay, this one right here does 100,000 gallons on one filter. It actually comes with a pouch inside there to put the water in. I think this was like 15 bucks at one of the major chain stores. I got for like $1 little ponchos. I mean, they're small, they're lightweight. It's a good thing to have in a kit. I'm going to put some antibacterial soap, some shampoo. Staying clean when you're out in the woods and you're in a situation that will keep your morale up. You start getting dirty, getting hungry, and dehydrated is one thing, but if you can keep yourself clean, shaven, like some of these couple of these disposable razors, a small mirror in your thing. And a mirror can be used for multiple things. To start a fire, to signal someone, to be able to shave your face. It's just little things like that. And even like this. Some vitamin C. Why not? Keep your immune system up. And these bottles of hydrogen peroxide alcohol, they're big bottles, but I'm going to put them in a smaller container, label each one. Like I said, I'm going to do one main first aid kit. It's going to have a suture kit in it. Stuff like that. And then smaller ones for each bug out bag. And another thing with bug out bags, if you have animals, you gotta think about your pets too. Like we have a small dog. You see his little fuzzy fucking ass right there. But you need supplies for that animal as well if you plan on getting out of Dodge with him. A little thing of food. Something to put water in. Toys, treats, stuff like that. A lot of people forget that. They do sell actual little backpacks for dogs. I have a small bag, and I think it's good enough for him. But honestly, he's big enough to stick in a backpack and carry. In case I have to run, I don't want to drag him along. Straws, okay? Straw, a lighter, needle nose pliers. You cut these straws off, about a 2-inch, right? Cut it off. Use your needle nose pliers and your lighter, heat the end up, crimp that side off, okay? Then you take the other side, fill it with some spices, lemon pepper, seasoned salt. Okay, then when it's filled, you seal off the other end. Makes it waterproof, doesn't take up a lot of space in your bag. But then you have seasonings for stuff. You're out there, catching game, squirrels, woodchucks, fishing. It'd be nice to be able to put lemon pepper on some fucking bass that I caught in the river. Nobody wants to eat boring ass grilled squirrel every day. Let me put some fucking Cajun seasoning on it. You know, stuff. Try to get stuff now. Remember what happened in March? You know, everybody panic bought everything up. Like my video earlier, you still can't find hydrogen peroxide and shit, stuff like that. You know, everybody went crazy. So, you know, start stockpiling stuff now. You know, every time you go to the store, buy an extra bag of fucking rice. You know, rice, beans. This is great stuff to have. You know, you can live on this shit. Stuff you may not. And if you don't know if you like something, only buy a little bit of it to try it. Don't buy 10 bags of something and then you end up in an emergency situation eating something you don't fucking like. You know, canned good stuff lasts forever. You know, canned meats are another thing to do. Really good to have. Tuna fish, canned pork, canned beef, stuff like that. Anything you can get your hands on. Spam lasts a really long time. You know, do your research before something happens. Make sure you know how to cook rice. Like, if you put this in a Mylar bag with a moisture pack, or if you keep it in the thing, yeah, it'll last about a year inside its own bags. But if you transfer it, you need to know, you know, it's 2 parts water to 1 part rice. Know how to cook this stuff before, because your cell phone might not be there. You know? Print some stuff out, write some stuff down, take some classes, get out there, get ready, man. You know, it's been a long time since I've gotten my prepper stuff around, but it's one of those things that's kind of calling me, telling me, hey, maybe I need to start doing this again. I need to start going to the dollar store, spend $10, you know. Every time I go shopping, buy $5 worth of random stuff just for staple foods, peanut butter, stuff like that. Pasta. Beef jerky is really good to have. Doesn't go bad. It's high in protein. Tobacco. You know, tobacco, some rolling papers. We actually have tubes, but I'm not trying to bring a rolling machine. But something like that, that'd be a good barter thing to have, you know. Something has shit hit the fan and the grocery stores are cleared out, rioting's been happening. Think outside the box. Think about, okay, where maybe you could go to a school, check their cafeteria. There's probably food there. There's probably first aid stuff there. Different places like this. Don't always go, you know, grocery store, blah, 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 your corner gas station. Everybody's already rated that. Shit's all gone.